The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Hello, everybody. Can you hear me? Hello, hello, hello. Mr. Duke, welcome. And I just made you an organizer. Hello, everybody. Oh my gosh, amazing turnout here. I am getting the little window set up here so that I'll be able to see who, what, when, where, why. When Kerry gets hooked up here, he'll be able to join us in this fun-filled Wednesday evening. I have got some exciting news to share with you guys. Awesome. Check everybody out. Oh my gosh. Wow. I just got the little question box. If you guys only knew how big it was. I just got it big enough to where I could see, and there's about 200 responses already. All right, let's start off real fast. Hello, Ronette, John, Mike, George, Anthony. Mike, Anthony again, Aaron, welcome. My other Mike, Maureen, Mark, Scott, good to see you, sir. Greg, Robert, Chrissy, Diane. That's not Diane H. Lisa, good to see you. Keith Avery, nice to see you, sir. Carrie, you are here. Clarence, I got your message on the what we're going to talk about, and we're good to go as long as we get that done by tomorrow at 7, somewhere in there, or if you can show me how to delete it out. Welcome, Rick. John, welcome. John, everybody. Chris, hello. David, my other John. Boy, we got everybody. And my copywriter has made it. Hello, Anthony. You have been missing in action for so long. It's good that you're here, sir. Oh, wow. All right, guys. We have a lot of ground to cover. The recording from last week got eaten up. That's actually to your benefit. Welcome all my Offline Barrier Breaker alumni. It's been a long time since I've had anything to share with you guys. Hello, Mel. It's not that I haven't had anything to share with you. I'll just give you a real fast recap of what's happened. We have taken all the ideas and all the everything and refined it down. We've processed it through. There are rock stars out here they don't work for anybody anymore because they're working for themselves. Then we ran into some snags, and we found out that the high-ticket clients aren't necessarily as good as you would think they are to have, because trying to hunt them down and get their money is hard. So what we've done is we've taken the collaboration of everything, and over the past several weeks, I'm going to say we've been working on this for about 6 weeks now, if not longer, but over the past few weeks, we've really just been hammering it down, and everybody has pitched in, and they've been sharing what works, what doesn't work, what's working well. We've been taking the ideas, refining them, processing them through. And then when I did, about 3 weeks ago, I noticed that we were getting a little stagnant on trying to make progress, and everybody was starting to look at shiny objects and more WSOs and everything, and I thought, wait a second, we have everything right here. And so what I did is I asked everybody, I said, listen, what if we do live classes where we can sort this stuff out, figure out who, what, when, where, why, take the best of the best, and then we'll produce it. That is tonight. Welcome, everybody. That is exactly what tonight is about. And another thing that I found was that there is so much information in the members area about video and everything that it can be very overwhelming. And I noticed that we started getting some recurring questions about where's this and how do I do that, and all the information's there. But when you go to the library, and in the Library of Congress, you don't know where to go get that one book that you need because there's 400,000 books, and it's like, okay, so there's too much information, and I didn't think that that was possible. So you guys are really in for a treat, because due to some very ingenious, phenomenally giving people that are here tonight, they have collaborated. They have helped me weed through the best of the best and condense it down, and that's what we're going to share with you guys tonight. Awesome. And we're going to get you guys, I'm going to get you on the path to get some clients. 2 things I want to be right up front 100% about. I am going to give you the tools of everything that you need tonight. You don't have to buy anything. At the end, there is the beta version if you want to explore more, but I'm telling you right now, you do not need anything. So if I present a whole bunch of good stuff and then you want some more information, you are actually going to have all the tools that you need tonight to use it tonight, to get clients tonight. You'll have clients by Friday, I promise, if you'll just use this stuff, and then you can make money and you can buy more, you can do whatever you want. I don't care. My whole object of this thing is to get it going. And if you thought Offline Barrier Breaker was good, you guys are going to love tonight. Let me double check in with everybody, make sure everybody's here. Oh, John picked up 3 clients today. You're welcome, John. Using the system? Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Information overload equals no clients. John just shared with me just now. He said he picked up 3 clients today using exactly what I'm going to show you tonight, guys. It's this powerful. So let me check in with Mr. Duke. Oh, by the way, Mr. Duke is one of our surprise guests. I don't know if Joseph's going to make it, but Carrie, can you chime in here? Let's make sure before I go on my roll. I'm going to let you be Breakman.
Well, hello.
Hello, sir.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
I have a new boom mic, a new headset, so we should be ready to roll.
Okay, I will let you know your audio is low. You sound great, but your audio, the gain is a little bit low, sir.
Well, let's see what we can do to fix that.
It sounds crystal clear. Sounds awesome. Just the gain is low, or my speakers are down. But I don't think my speakers are down. Give me a test count while you're doing it.
How's this sound?
Much better.
1, 2,
awesome.
3, 4.
Sounds awesome.
Very good.
Okay, I'm going to go on a roll. At the very end, I'm going to let you pick and choose what you want to share with everybody. You already know where I'm going with this. You've been with me on this before. And so I'm just going to roll, and you just hit me with the brakes if I start overloading people, if you would, sir. Guys, I'm not going to look at the questions until the end. I want to present this information to you. I'm going to try my best not to overload you, but I also want to keep this short so I can get this rendered tonight so that I can get it to you guys tonight, so that way we can start classes tomorrow for those that choose to continue forward, or it's early enough that you can start applying and implementing this stuff tonight to start getting some clients. So that's exactly what we're going to do. Sound good, Carrie?
Awesome. Let's go.
Awesome. Thank you, sir. All right. EMP, effective marketing practices. What I found is that we have been wasting a lot of time not doing effective marketing practices. Effective marketing practices, in my opinion, are the things that work. If we have something and it's working, we take it, we test it, we refine it, we test it again, and if it works, we continue to do it. Effective marketing practices equals dollars. Now, effective marketing practices in my book are when a company's spending $1,300 a month for a Valpak coupon, for example, or $5,000 a month for a Yellow Page ad, for example, or losing 75% of the revenue on a Groupon or something. That's not effective marketing practices. But we have all experienced in this offline world of trying to get the business owner's attention and saying, hey, we can help you with this. We have a solution that is far more effective and far more powerful, and they just tune us out because they're getting barraged with this stuff all the time. Guys, aside from my, hey, what if I was to make a video testimonial and put it online? Would that be okay? That was back in October. We have come so far. Instantly, we can get the door open by using some effective methods. I'm going to share with you exactly what these methods are, and I'm going to tell you exactly what to say. The single most effective method for me, this works for me. And it's my personality, it's just the way I am. But when I'm in a place of business, I'm calling on a business in person, and it doesn't matter if I'm going to the auto parts store to get antifreeze for my car, or if I'm going to the grocery store to get milk, it doesn't matter where I go. I present the opportunity for them to have their marketing program enhanced by me. I'm always presenting myself saying, hey, this is what I can do for you. Then I found out that a lot of people are uncomfortable doing that. But I want to share with you the single most effective way to get a business to do business with you is to get a business to like you. So for me, calling on a business in person is by far the most single effective way to get a client. Exactly what do I present? I present to them that I can help their marketing. If I know, and this is exactly what I look for, guys, this is exactly what I present. and I'm not writing it on the mind map because I want you guys, you guys have got to realize if they are spending any money on advertising, I look at what their advertising is. For example, the Valpak, I know they're spending at least $300 to $1,500, if not more, per month, per zip code, per campaign. And if there's like 3 or 4 phone numbers on that flyer, they're spending a ton. And I know I can create a much more effective marketing campaign that will generate much more revenues for them. And so I present that to them. I say, listen, I saw your Valpak, and I have a way that, and I noticed some problems with what you have going on, and would you be open to talking to me about this? And more often than not, I can get the rapport going. I'm going to go more into this later, but here, back to my point, exactly what to present. Find whatever it is that they're spending money on advertising. Now, guys, let me run some ideas past here for you. The magnetic signs on the back of a truck. How many times we pull up on the back of a truck and it's AJ's roofing company, or the plumbing company, or the security company, or any of the magnetic signs on a truck? That is a person that's interested in advertising. When you've been driving down the street and you see a big, gigantic billboard, that is a person that is interested in advertising. Those are also people that are spending money on advertising. The Valpak, Groupon, any form of advertisement, newspaper, magazines, any of it. Open up the magazine and you can look at magazine ads, but more around the local area for mom and pop shops. You can take anybody spending anything, and if you're going out and about on businesses anyways, present the information to them saying, hey, what if I made you a marketing campaign and I could get you on page 1? Would you be willing to give it a test drive? Now, guys, I'm going to get into the whole thing here in a second. I'm just telling you the easiest way to find leads for me is to be in business in person. The next most effective way that I've been able to capture leads for me, and now with what we have going on and with what we've developed for the students and what everybody's been putting back in us, we've refined this down to where 4 out of 4 cold calls, guys, I have the recordings and I'm not making this up. 4 out of 4 cold calls out of the blue, you guys gave me the leads, are interested in the services that we have to offer. Now, it's presenting the value. It's finding the holes in their marketing campaigns and telling them, hey, listen, I noticed the problem that you're having, and I know you're spending a ton of money on this. I can help you. Would you be open to talking to me? It gets a little bit deeper than that, but that's essentially the message that we're delivering. And it by far is the most amazing. When you call and you say anything about internet marketing, or you're an internet marketer, that phone cannot get hung up fast enough. You've got to create curiosity. Guys, if they're spending $1,500 on a Valpak, you call them up and say, hey, I was taking a look at your Valpak coupon, and it's pretty cool, except I noticed a couple problems. Who would I share this information with? They're hooked. Don't go into anything more than that. Get to the person, and I don't care if it's the IT person, the internet person, if it's the owner, it doesn't matter. At this point, you're going to point out some problems that they have with their advertising campaign. That is the secret formula right there. When you're doing the FedEx, you know, there was a couple warriors selling some complete, 6-page brochures, exact letters and all that. All you have to do is go to getlisted.org and punch in the business in the United States, punch in the business information, and look at the holes. Print that off, ship it to them. If you use FedEx or you use Priority Mail, it will get open. But if you start off with, I noticed a problem and I did a little research for you, here's the information. Now, guys, this is not near as effective as talking to them in person or talking to them in person on the phone, but it does work. If you work it, you're gonna your percentages on this. I can get 4 out of 4 on being in person, and I'm going to show you how here in just a second. On the phone, I can do 4 out of 4, 3 out of 4, 9 out of 10 easily. I mean, we've done it. We've done it too many times. Mail's not near as effective. And then now this last one that I have to share with you, this has been just super, super, super hot for me, and that's going to the meetups. Not just meetups, but Referral Leaders International, and in the United States, it's an actual referral marketing network group, and it's $400 and some odd. I made that back the first day I was there, and now she has referred me off to. I got like 4 or 5 people standing in line that want to talk to me. The secret on this one, we're going to cover this one here in just a second, but you've got to have an elevator script. You've got 30 seconds to make your impression and make it right. And I'm going to give you the tips on exactly what I said to figure it out, to figure out how to convey the message of what it is that I do. The least effective campaign of all is email. People don't open it. They are getting bombarded with hundreds of thousands of emails with everybody wanting to take them to page one. I have had zero success with email. I don't even bother with it anymore. Excuse me. Well, now wait a second. I have to take that back. That is not the worst thing that has worked for me yet. The next one is emails just above it, though. The one that hasn't worked is not taking any action, not doing anything. It's zero of the above. You've got to do something. The next thing, once you have any one of these people interested, you want to ask for referrals. You've got to insist upon referrals. Guys, we're going to talk about some stuff here in a minute, and as you get the report going, whether it's here, or here, when you're talking to them live on the phone, here's the one thing. Everybody's giving you I'm worried about talking to people and I'm not comfortable interacting and stuff like that. Well, the problem is these business owners need to know what your bank account is so that they can deposit the money. At some point, you're going to have to talk to them. There's just no way around it, and it's what it takes to build the rapport. So you're going to have to break out of your comfort zone one way or another, and there's lots of different ways to explore doing that, but that's not the point of tonight. The point of tonight is I'm going to present the information that it takes to get this thing rolling for you. Now, when you're talking to them, let them know that if you find my marketing campaign that I'm going to put together for you, if you find it effective, will you tell 3 of your closest business friends that are not in direct competition with you about me? And I will give you a discount on the services that I'm doing for you. Or you can tell them that I'm going to put this campaign together for you based on the 3 leads that you're going to get me first. Once you have a referral, guys, and I'm going to show you how to get paid on the referrals, but once you have a referral, there is no more selling yourself. They've already sold you, and you can ask for more. And that leads me to the next most powerful referral method that there is. You give me 4, you pay no more. And what I do is on whatever I'm charging, this guy here, when he gets me 4 clients, I actually add the cost of I divide whatever I'm charging him in half, and I add that to each of the 4 clients. So I get double what he's given me. Then I give it to him for free. So I got 100% more money by him giving me 4, and I give him 12 months of free service. This has worked like a miracle. This is better than Miracle Grow on the Roses. I'm telling you, you give me 4, you pay no more. Because, guys, what I'm going to show you is going to produce so much value for the business owners that it's going to melt your mind. You're just going to be like, why didn't I think of that? And I don't know why I kept hitting my head against the wall, but sometimes that's just the way we got to do it. We got to get bloodied up, and then it's like, oh, wait a second, why am I doing this the hard way? then we back up and we do it the easy way. Okay, get the door open. Recap real fast. To get the door open, I like to go in person, but you can call on the phone, ask the right questions. You can send the right emails with the proper cover letter. You can go to RLI, BNI's, meetups, and talk to people. I've had no luck with Chamber of Commerce. None. Zero zilch. BNI, I have not been to. Meetups, I've been to 1. I did not get anything. On this RLI, I've had good success so far, and I think it was actually more in the way I presented myself, which I'm going to share with you here in just a few minutes, my elevator script, because I never had the elevator script refined to the point that I have it refined now. And so, and I could understand, because it took me a while to figure it out at the RLI. Then your referrals, you've got to ask for them. You just have to ask for them one way or another, and reward people for giving you referrals, and talk to everybody that you know and reward them for giving you referrals. How to ask the magic questions. The magic questions. If in person, place of business, if you are there, ask them, take note, are they spending money on the Valpak? And then ask them, well, what if you had an effective marketing campaign that was much more economical, and you could track it, and it was fully customizable, and it didn't involve coupon clippers. How about if you had a targeted marketing campaign that targeted your highest profit products or services? Would that be something that you'd be open to talking about? If there were a marketing campaign that you could track and you know exactly what your return on investment is, and it was absolutely no cost out of your pocket until it produced results, would you be willing to explore that with me? Guys, these questions, what if, how about, and if there were, are just gold. The people, especially if they're not spending any money on any form of advertising, this will not work. They have to be spending money, and they have to be bleeding. And trust me, Valpak Groupon, Yellow Pages, billboards, magnetic signs, any of that stuff, they're bleeding. Newspaper ads, magazine ads, they're bleeding. Advertising is not very effective until you see what I'm going to show you here in just a little bit. You've got, what if you had some type of trackable ad campaign where you would know what your ROI is? What if, now guys, go to yp.com, go to YouTube, go to YP, look up YP. You'll see some of those videos that they're paying $1,500+ a month for the past 3 years. It'll have 17 views. That is insanity. What if I was to take your video? I noticed you had a video, Mr. Lawyer or whoever, roofer, Mr. Plumber, Mr. Safecracker, Mr. Car Wash, Mr. Auto Repair Guy, anybody. Does not matter. And I'm going to show you how simple this is. What if I was to take that exact video and get it ranked on page 1 for you within just a few days? For your highest targeted keyword, your highest profit product or service. Guys, I'm going to tell you how you find out what the highest profit product or service is that they offer. I'm going to teach you the question to ask. It all flows together here in just a few seconds. Video testimonial. If they have some bad, this is not about reputation management. Reputation management is pure gold. That's a completely another call. I'm not going to go down that path. But video testimonials, if you get real good service, make them a video testimonial. But then, when you make this video testimonial, you want to make it in such a way that that is your video, and you can repurpose that video. And it takes a little creative engineering, but trust me, guys, this is just a golden insight. That's your video. It's bragging about their business until they make you mad or whatever. Then you have your real estate back. That's yours. But you can make them a video testimonial to show just how effective of a marketer you are by getting it ranked pretty quick. Video is so doing video the right way right now is very effective. And I just saw an article by Google that Google is encouraging us to get away from maximizing all the SEO on the web pages, which is awesome. I just read the article this morning. But right now, this is more about video, getting the videos, effective marketing campaigns through the use of video, which is also very, very easy. And I gave you guys a whole bunch of tools down in here that's going to make this so easy. You guys are going to be like, wow, this is awesome. But even better than this, you can make them a video testimonial just to brag about how good they are, just to get their attention. This is not near as effective as this one right here. So what if I was to make you a trackable campaign where you could see what kind of results you're getting in advance before it even costs you anything? Would you be open to exploring that with me? You bet they would. Not one business owner is going to tell you no. On the phone, would you be open to? You're calling them up because you noticed the Valpak coupon and you know it's costing them X number of dollars. Guys, I have live phone calls where I take 3 or 4 Valpaks. I call them. When I ask them, would they be open to exploring an advertising campaign that I'll create for them that won't cost them anything until I show them proven results, would they be willing to explore that? Not one time am I told no. I take that back. In 2 weeks, I got 1 no from the roofer gal. And it really wasn't a no. She just blew me off, though, so it might as well have been a no because I never did get a hold of Joe. That's phenomenal. Everybody else was like, Wes? That's a phenomenal approach you have there. And Dr. Roscoe made 2 patients stand there and wait because the conversation that we were having, quote unquote, Wes, I've got 2 patients standing in front of me, but the conversation that we're having is so engaging that, bottom line, how much? And I told Dr. Roscoe I didn't even want to give him a price yet. I just wanted to produce some materials for him. I wanted to show him what I'm capable of, and then we're going to get together on that one. Now, lesson learned on this one. Dr. Roscoe didn't follow through, but I have a fat loss campaign for that's just out of this world. We'll get into that one later. That's a whole nother story. And that was my fault. I should have sold him right then and there. When he said how much, I should have jumped on it and got him to hit the PayPal button right then and there. But you don't learn unless you're trying. And I was trying something new. Plus, I was live with all the students and everything else, and I wanted to try some new stuff. So always test. Be willing to test. Guys, this is so effective. When people are asking you this kind of stuff on the phone repeatedly, you're onto something huge. Reputation management. Chris is asking about reputation management. I'm going to just touch on it just for a second. Reputation management is a headache. It's a never-ending headache. Over and over and on and on and on. It sucks. All right. Now, back to on the phone. I noticed you had a video. That's going to the yellow pages. That's going to legal pages. That's going to all the other places, My Service Pro, and all the other places that make these $600 and $700 videos for them that sit there for 3 years with 15 views. I noticed you had a video. What if I took that video and I got it ranked for your high target? They're like, can you really do that? Absolutely, I can do that. But I'm going to show you how. Then this is where you start asking them, well, Doc, tell me, just what exactly, or Mr. Plumber, or Mr. Electrician, or Mr. Garage Door Opener, or, guys, I've had all these phone calls too. Mr. Whoever it is that we're talking to, what exactly is the product or service that you offer that generates the highest profit margin? And they will tell you. And then you just explain to them, because there's no point in going for something that you lose money on when it's just as much work, and it's way more effective to target something that you actually make money on. And sometimes they don't get it. And I'll say, for example, in my automotive repair business, I can rank a video for oil changes where I lose $4, and I can rank a video for transmission replacements where I actually make money, $700, $800. Cha-ching. It's the same amount of work. And they're like, oh, well, can you do it for, and then they start telling you the most expensive or the highest where they make their bank. Guys, now this is what gets very, very interesting. Here are the business owners giving you the information of where they make their profits. Even if they don't take you up on your service, you have just learned what their high profit keywords are. That all a garage door guy's money is emergency broken spring repair. How did I find that out? Because I called the garage door guy in Valpak. Not only that, guys, when I opened up Valpak, there was 8 garage door guys that all had coupons for garage door repair in there. And the first one I called, James asked me the other day, he says, Wes, can I stop by your house and bring you some money so that you can get this rolling faster for me? I'm not making this up. This is how powerful this is when you ask them. I asked him, I said, where do you make the most money? Garage doors? He's like, no, not really. He said, I make my highest profit off broken springs. Insight, guys, if you don't walk away with anything else in the garage door repair industry, broken springs is where the coinage is. So make a garage door spring repair video, rank it for your city, and then call the garage door guys and say, hey, what if instead of spending the $1,300 on Valpak, would you be interested in something like this? For example, type in Lawrence spring repair, etc., etc. We're going to get into that in a second, but I'm just planting the seed. You want to ask them 5. Try and get them to divulge 5. We're going to go into that down here on how to create the campaign. And this is golden. Okay, you've identified that they're spending money on the billboard or the yellow pages or Valpak or Groupon or whatever it is. Go and look at their website. Are their title tags right? Do they have, is their website crap, etc., etc.? You know that they're spending thousands of dollars on that. Now, here's the way to present this on the phone. Say, hey, I saw your ad, and I did a little research, and I noticed some problems. Guys, they're spending money up the wazoo. Do you think they're going to hang up on you? They're not. Present value to them, and they will talk to you. It's just amazing at how effective this is. I want to catch up on some of these comments here. Okay. Chris was talking about some clients that got some got some stuff. All right, back on mailing. If you're gonna use the mail, this is the big one. Big red letters. Are you aware? Then you want to find out screenshots of the problems. If they're on page 2 on Google, whatever it is, big giant circles and arrows with 8 by 10 glossy photos of all the issues. If they have AdWords, my garage door guy had an AdWord, and I forgot who pointed it out. I think Dr. Mark did. He had garage. He's paying for AdWords, and he has the word garage misspelled. Well, I brought it to his attention. I was like, James, are you aware that you've got, a misspelled word in your AdWords that you're spending money on? He's like, no. His Google Places page wasn't even claimed yet. The guy's spending money for a double listing in Valpak, which is huge dollars. He's spending money on AdWords. He's spending money on the magnetic signs on his truck. He doesn't have a he's got a 3-page website through AT&T, and so he's hurting. And when I offered to present value, he's like, yes, help me. Actually, I got a hold of his dad, and his dad called his son, who's now in charge of the company, told his son, I want you to talk to this guy. Got it live in the tape. It's that powerful. Take screenshots of the issues in the priority mailers or in FedEx. Spend the $15. Send it to them with a big red, are you aware? You don't have to go deep, because guys, if they're cutting a check for $1,500 a month on SEO, then they're going to be like, holy, but guys, they don't know that their SEO guy doesn't do all the internet marketing stuff. And what happens is then the SEO guys, and I'm telling you why you want to kind of not do this, is because then the SEO guy is going to scramble, because he's had gravy train for so long, and now you've just busted his bubble. He's going to scramble to keep his job, and he's going to do what little bit he has to do to appease the business owner. And you've sent him the screenshots of what to fix. So you're kind of shooting yourself in the foot on mail. But it works, and that's if you absolutely do not want to talk to anybody, and you can't possibly go and intermingle out in life. This is the only way to do it, and it's about the only way that will actually work. Networking, elevator speech, guys. I developed this one just the past week or so. You want to be a marketing strategist. You're not an internet marketer. You are not the web guy. You're not an SEO guy. You are a person that takes marketing campaigns and evaluates them, figures out where the holes are, and then applies effective, cost-effective remedies to the situation. And you create strategies that are far more effective and produce tons more ROI for them. And so going through the whole thing, my elevator speech is, and you only got about 30 seconds to pull this off. Excuse me. My elevator speech is that I am a person that develops effective marketing campaigns for brick and mortar businesses that are spending money on coupons and losing propositions. I try to identify the holes in their programs, and I try to offer suggestions and solutions to be able to help them out. If anybody would be interested, I will offer a free consultation to take a look and possibly help you out. I used to be a business owner. I know that I'm very good at this, and I know the game. Guys, it works. And when you say offer a free consultation, they will catch you in the corner and say, would you mind, especially when you use some of the stuff that I'm going to give you especially when you use some of the stuff that I'm going to give you tonight. Guys, if you are in a situation where you have a prospective client and you're giving them this pitch, just by being here tonight, this is what I want you to do. I want you to tell whoever it is, say, for example, these are the type of marketing campaigns that I'm talking about. Just, do you happen to be by a computer? Google search auto repair Kansas City. The person I'm learning my marketing strategies from is responsible for this. Now, unlike Valpak that only goes to 3 or 4, zip codes for the $1,500, the marketing campaigns that I try to put together are actually global. And I'll give you an example. That auto repair campaign, Kansas City has about 450,000 people in Kansas City right there that see that video when they type in auto repair Kansas City, and it actually has generated a ton of revenue for that guy. But for example, the power of this, type in Google search Tokyo dentist, and we have campaigns throughout the globe, but this is just an example, and this is what I'm presenting to you guys. When you just type in auto repair Kansas, Greg's asking Missouri or Kansas, you can just type in Google search auto repair Kansas City, and then scroll about halfway down, you'll see a really weird looking guy in a blue shirt. You should see a really, unless Google pulled me off today, but it was there a couple hours ago. Tokyo dentist, and that's where I tell them, you know, that this is not just one zip code. This is global. What the campaigns that I'm talking about assembling for you can be, I mean, they go global. Guys, when you're doing the free consultation and you're giving them the effective, I create effective market. David guy, that guy looks like you. Yeah, he's a weird looking duck, isn't he? When you give them the effective elevator speech, or the elevator speech, and you tell them that you make effective marketing campaigns, for example, auto repair Kansas City, Tokyo dentist, and then it says English speaking dentist in Tokyo. You know, if you're English and you're in Japan and you got a toothache, you're going to go to that guy because he speaks English, and whammo. And Richard actually created that. But the moral of the story here is create your elevator speech. You only got 30 seconds. And once I told them that I am a marketing actually Dr. King is the one. He says, well, Wes, he says, it sounds to me like, based off everything that you're describing, you're more of a marketing strategist. And I said, yeah, there you go, exactly. So I refined it. I'm a marketing strategist. I create effective marketing campaigns. I help to create effective marketing campaigns for business owners that are going broke with ineffective advertising. Period. All right. Last one. Nada. Not doing a damn thing. You will still be broke. I can assure you on it. Do something. I don't care if it's the snail mail, email. It does not matter. Do something. Do anything, and that will advance you. I'm giving you guys the golden tips here. All right. On creating the campaigns, this is the fun part. You can take if they have a video already, use it. Take that. You don't even have to make a new one. Use it. Ask them, what are the 5 highest producing profit products or services that you offer? Listen carefully to what they tell you. They're going to go, and then they're going to tell you. Draw it out of them. Those are the 5 keywords that you want for your campaign, because trust me, if it is somebody like a roofer, the average customer value is $5,000 to $8,000. It only takes one person saying, hey, I saw your video. Could you come give me a quote on the roof? All right, Clarence, we'll see you in a bit. One high profit person walking in the door saying, hey, I saw that. I saw this campaign. You're in like gold, especially when you find out where this ship is going here in this next module. Full tracking. You can prove, and I've run into this, and Carrie's run into this. Nothing is more irritating than creating an entire marketing campaign, like my video testimonials and stuff for Mike's camera. They wound up that, if you guys remember all the way back in October, Mike's Camera Store, I made a video testimonial. It's like several thousand views now, but they say it hasn't generated any business and nobody's looked at it. And I'm like, well, that's odd because it's got views. But you know what I can't do? I cannot convert that to cash in the drawer. I cannot show them. And I think it's kind of funny that everybody's doing all this tracking all of a sudden, because actually we've been doing it for a while. We have it perfected, and by tracking everything, you can show them, hey, let me show you exactly what I've sent you. And it is just absolutely amazing. Even more so, guys, if you use CallFire and you put your call tracking, either CallFire, Twilio, you could use any of them. It doesn't really matter which one that you use, as long as it has call recording. I'll tell you what has amazed the business owners more than anything is when you hand them First off, they're going to say, well, I don't know exactly, you know, whether or not it's really producing anything or not. Yes, they do, number one. Number two, when you hand them the reports and you say, well, look, you've got 42 phone calls. And they're like, well, how do we know that? And you say, well, here's the recordings. Listen to your employees and how they're answering the phone. That little tidbit right there in and of itself is worth more than platinum, especially when they hear how their employees are answering the phone when they're not there. It's eye-opening. You will see these owners going, wow, we are having a meeting. And that one action, by them taking action and correcting the way that the phone is answered, automatically increases their business, and you're 100% directly responsible for it. Free for 30. This free for 30 is if you put a campaign together, let them test drive it. You own it. It's your real estate. It's your high profit keywords. And if you want somewhere to point the numbers to, let them try it. And I'm going to give you an example of exactly what I'm talking about and how I get 4 out of 4 cold calls to say yes. You guys, this is going to melt your mind. I take one of the Val packs or whatever it is, but Val pack's been working great, and it happens to be very easy because it happens to be sitting right here on my desk, and they keep sending them to me, and so I keep opening them up, and I just keep taking out new ones, and I just keep calling and I keep going, yep, go ahead and hook me up. But here's what I'll do. I'll say, look, I saw your Val pack. I go online, I take a look at their website, I go to getlisted.org, I will check out their web presence, I'll look at their website, I'll look at their map listing, I'll take a look at everything. Then I know if they have 3 numbers on there that they're advertising for 3 different locations. If they're advertising for 3 different locations, they are spending a minimum of $1,500 to $2,500 a month. They have to be if they're covering a 913 area code and an 816 area code, and they have 3 stores, etc., etc. I call them up and say, hey, I saw your Val pack, you know, and that actually looks pretty good, but I noticed some problems. They'll say, what? I'll say, well, are you the person that I need to share this information with? And they will say, well, hold on a second. And at the end of the conversation, I'll say, I'll tell you what, here's what I would like to do. I would like to create you a marketing campaign based off your 5 highest profit producing products or services. 5 of them, I want to put this together for you, complete with tracking and everything else, and I'm just going to put it together. If I let you have this for 30 days, at the end of 30 days, if it produces some good results, would you be open to talking to me about keeping this going? And I'm not talking about thousands of dollars here either. I'm talking about just a few $100s. If it produces, would you be open to that? They say yes, because guys, here's the snag. If you do this the way that I'm going to show you right on the next one, it's yours. And there's not you'll have stats, you'll have tracking, you'll know what it generates, you'll know what it won't. And if you create a campaign, this is the beauty of the whole thing. If you create a campaign that falls on its face, so what? No harm, no foul. You make more. You retarget. You figure out what it takes. And here is the kicker of all of it, guys. And it's not on this mind map. This is only for the people that are here. Anytime you can build a sense of urgency into anything that addresses a pain point, you will triple your conversions. Now listen to me. Listen to me very, very carefully. Anytime you can build in a sense of urgency that addresses a pain point, you will triple your conversions. Number 1. Number 2, on what I'm talking about doing, if you strategically locate your phone number in this marketing campaign just the right way, and it's addressing a sense of urgency and a pain point, they will not bother to do anything except dial the number because they want out of pain. And you'll have a recording of it. The phone calls don't last very long. They want to know, can I get in now? Can it get fixed now? Can you get here now? That's what they want. A toothache. When you have a toothache, are you picking on the phone book going, well, yeah, $83? Can you do it for $81 next week? You don't, it doesn't work that way. Sense of urgency, people want what they want now, and they're not calling about price. This is where when you express this to the business owners and say, listen, I want to know what your high, and then I ask them, okay, if the broken garage door spring, for example, that has a sense of urgency. You can't get your car out. You can't get the door up. That door could actually hurt somebody. It's got to get fixed now. But I'm going to take something that's a little more difficult, getting your house painted. That's a hard one to have a sense of urgency with, unless you're going to be selling it, or something, or there was a disaster, somebody ran into it or something. That's a little more, that's a harder one to build a sense of urgency in. So anytime when you're talking to the painter, ask them, what do people call you in a panic about? And that's what I ask everybody that I talk to. What is it that customers call you and they're like, can you do it now? That's what I want to know. And does it produce a high margin of profit? If it doesn't produce a high margin of profit, but it's urgent, I don't want that one. We don't want to lose money. We don't want the business owner to be inconvenienced, because I'm going to give you the 3 magic words that business owners will love you for. Sense of urgency, but high profit. Those are what you want to key in on. Excuse me. Get another drink here. Okay, here we go. Give it to them. If nothing else, you can give it to them for 30 days. That's going to give you the stance. Now, I'm going to share with you some things that just came up over the past few days. I did not have time to add them onto the mind map, but there is a rock star in our group that is just phenomenal. After he does everything that I've just explained to you about his sense of urgency and everything else, he says, I'll create the campaign and I'll put all this together, and I'm going to target this high urgency pain point keyword for you. And I want to know, testing 1, 2, 3. Okay. Am I back? Testing 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. You keep going, Wes. I think the audio is good for most everybody.
Okay, good. All right. And I know Dan won't care. What Dan does is Dan gets them all the way to the point, and he says, "Oh man, this is going to be great. This is going to be fantastic. Except I can only work with clients. I need a $20 deposit." And he gets the $20 deposit electronically transferred, so that he's already established that the payments are already going to be electronically done. He's already got it set up. He's already got it done. Now, there's been a couple twists on this, and I want to share them with you. Let me get my notes up here so I don't jack this up. And I didn't add it to the mind map because that's how new these things were that they shared them with me. Frank's been doing this one. This is just absolutely phenomenal. Frank's hitting them with, if I can get you to page 1 within just a couple days, would you be open to talking about it? He's not even telling them, let's wait for stats to come in or return on investment. And the reason why is because of this right here. As soon as you see what I have hidden under here, you're going to be like, oh, yeah, why would I wait? But I'm waiting. John is sharing right now. He just sold 3 today with the $20 deposit. He did this too, guys. And I have some scripts and stuff. I don't have it all the scripts put together. With what I'm sharing with you, you have the tools that you need to be able to pull this off. I promise. I do the free for 30 days because then I have all the stats, and I can call anybody from that point forward. If they don't want to keep my campaign, I go to the next garage door guy and say, listen, I'm generating 44 phone calls. Google is charging $8 a call on this, or $8 per click on this. I'm generating actual phone calls where the customer intent is much, much higher. The value is much more increased. And I only want X number of dollars. Would you be open to exploring this and seeing what it does? Here's the phone calls. Here's the leads. Here you go. It's already set up. It's already on page 1. It's already done. And Frank's bragging right now. He just popped on here and said that he picked up $1,500 on a monthly billing today with a lawyer. Guys, using this exact same thing. I don't know if you can see the chats rolling by, but Frank just had to share that one. All right, here's the beauty of what's going on. I need to know if everybody's here. Is everybody ready for the magic? You want to see? Well, I've already given you magic, magic, and magic. But this is where the real magic, this is where you get to quit your day job, is right here. I've got a lot of people saying, show me the money. Anthony's like, give it to me. All right, guys, here is exactly where it is. Everybody's running around trying to get the $2,000 to $5,000 a month client, and they want this and they want that and they want these, and you know, $1,500 on this and the $700 mobile that and the $1,500 text this and all that. Guys, I am over here in my own little corner sweeping the floor on $200 a month clients. $200 a month. You heard me correctly. The reason why is there's not a small business owner that cannot afford $200 a month. $2,000 a month, if we have a slow month, we're going to cut you. You're done. $2,000 to $5,000 a month, if I lose a $2,000 to $5,000 a month client, I'm hurting. That's going to impact, that's $500 a week. That's going to impact my lifestyle. $25 a week, if I lose a $200 a month client, oh well. Guys, here's the magic. You want to establish a base. My base for me, so for me to be comfortable, is $100,000. I want $100,000 a year. That's all I want. Guys, do you realize how easy it is to get to $100,000? It's 86 people giving you $97 a month. You make them 3 to 5 videos with 3 to 5 keywords. Do you think there's a business owner alive that's not going to give you $100 a month for page 1 rankings? It's fully trackable. Of course, add in your expenses on the phone, which is a whole whopping another $20 a month. So what? Kim's asking, so how it's so much work to manage all these customers. No, it's not, because you know what we do? We make the videos. There are videos. We point the leads to them. The last time I touched that Auto Repair Kansas City video was February 16th, 2011 when I posted it. And it's still sitting there. It's still generating phone calls to this day. And your expectations on a $97 a month client is nothing. Now, here's the snag. $97? That sounds awful cheap. Let me let you in on the insight from a business owner's point of view. Mom and pop business owner's point of view. $197. You give me some and I'm gonna, Chris is going $247. $197 a month. Give me 10 videos, 10 keywords. I'll pay that gladly. Guys, there's some more magic involved in here. But when I start getting to, as a shop owner, when I start getting to the $300, the $350 a month, you're hitting my cringe point where if I have a slow month, that's actually, you know, that could be the difference between eating Top Ramen and Kraft macaroni and cheese. Seriously. Sometimes there's some months that it's that tight. And it's not just my business, it's a lot of businesses that are mom and pops. That's why they're working 120 plus hours a week, and they're sending the employees home. It's because they got to watch every nickel. But $300 a month, $200 a month, not a problem. $300, you're starting to get to the uncomfortable point. Guys, here's the thing. If you produce 10 videos, page 1, and they're bringing in revenues, for example, on the automotive repair industry, the average customer invoice to me is $365. If I presented to the shop, if I said, hey, I'm going to send you in 10 customers a month, that's $3,600. Do you think they have any problem whatsoever giving me $200 a month? Do you think they are going to have any problem? Do you think they're ever going to tell me to go away? Absolutely not. Because I'm presenting so much value, and it's all mine. It's tracking. It's my video. It's my everything. And here's the problem. Chris is saying, try to average $400. Chris, you're going to lose more people. Here's the deal. Here's the beauty of it. Establish the base. Do you realize how long it will take you to get 44 people, 44 businesses to give you $200 a month? It'll take about 30 hours at my current rate from start to finish done, which is 30 days, an hour a day. It'll take about a month to get 44 businesses to give you $197 a month. And then check this out. They won't ever get rid of you unless they get divorced, go bankrupt, go out of business, uncle dies, whatever it is. That's the only reason they're going to get rid of you. But if they're paying $2,000 a month, Ouch. And then you got to hunt them down for the money, and then you got to get the check, and then you got to wait for the check to clear, etc., etc. Now, guys, here's the moral of the story on this. Remember up here I said, give me 4, pay no more on my reputation right here. Incentives, give me 4, pay no more. This is when I'm cold calling. I'm asking for 197 on my proven results. When they refer me, it is done. I'm already sold. They're happy. I add $100 to it. The referral will have no problem at $297 a month whatsoever. So they give me 4. They're paying me $200 to give me their friends, which is fine by a month, which is fine by my math, and I will give them 12 months free. Give me 4, pay no more. Guys, they go, once you've proven the value of what you can establish for them, they'll tell their accountant, they'll tell everybody else. Now, here's where the tricky part comes in. You've got to find the sense of urgency and the pain point. And that's what you want to do, because if you just put it out there and there's no reason, no incentive for anybody to call, they're going to say, well, you know, the phone never rings, etc., etc. I'm not really finding the value. So you want that phone to ring, you want the leads to go through, you want the clicks, unless all they're after is the exposure. And if all they want's exposure, that's fine. You can set them up for the exposure also. But if you can find the sense of urgency and the pain point and mix the two and create the campaign on that, those are the campaigns that you want. Now, worst case scenario, they dump you. They don't want you. You've got the campaign, it's yours. And if it's producing, you just call the guy next down on the list. Say, hey, how would you like this campaign? How would you like 10 page 1 videos? How would you like 10 page 1 spots? Now, it gets even better than this, guys, because when you do this, the auto bloggers pick up everything that you're doing, and it goes blammo across, and you'll have listings and backlinks free all over the place. Now, here's the best part of the whole thing. If you have targeted the product, the urgency, and everything correctly, and it's getting views, Google will keep it there. They won't knock it off. If it's not getting any views, Google will automatically get rid of it for you, which means that you have to tweak and adjust. It's still your campaign. It's still all yours. For example, LASIK eye surgery 64118. I wish those would go away, because Doc says, how do I know that those are actually putting cash in my drawer? I didn't have proper tracking on them, but they're still sitting there. And because he's my eye doctor, I don't want to turn them off, but we're at a stalemate. Live and learn. You know, it's one of those. But now, because of those videos sitting there, Discover Vision Center wants to talk to me and see if I can replicate for them what I did for Dr. Wiles. Now, that is phenomenal. In fact, the gal at the, this is where it gets really good, guys. If you take this action, the gal at the RLI meeting that I met the very first time, Sydney, her boss happens to be the corporate president for Discover Vision Centers. And she asked me, she said, Wes, do you think it would be possible for what you did for Dr. Wiles, do you think you could do it for Discover Vision Center? I said, absolutely. She said, would you have any problem if I happen to run that past my boss? He happens to be the president of the corporation for Discover Vision Center. I said, why, no, Sydney, I would not have a problem with that whatsoever. I was like jumping for joy inside. So the beauty is, it only takes 44 people giving you $197 a month for $100,104 a year income. I don't know if you can survive on $100,104, but it takes 44 businesses giving you $200 a month. Now, let's say you get 50 of them. You just gave yourself a raise. If you lose one, is $200 a month going to impact your style of living? Is it going to cause you to panic, freak out, go, oh, what am I going to do? And if you do lose one because they get divorced, die, move off, whatever it is, that real estate with the productive stats, with the provable results that you have, 100% trackable, you just call the next guy on the list, because that's all yours, and it takes 3 seconds to change out the phone number and point it in a different direction. Now, for the magic question, how do we fulfill all this stuff? Guys, it's easy. You ask for the 5 profitable keywords, I'm going to close this back up. You ask them what their 5 most high profitable keywords. You find out what it is. You do a little bit of keyword research. You take their highest profit generating product or service keyword, you target it, and you get it on page 1. And it's that simple. You create the videos for it. There are ways to create videos that are very, very, very simple. And I'm going to show you just how fast you can take a video. I've already loaded this into Camtasia. I'm using Camtasia right now just because, for time's sake, I don't want to keep this going a whole long time. But check it out. This is Sydney's, this is Goodyear's video that they have on their website. I said, what if I downloaded that and I just took it and I got it on page 1? They had this thing a couple years and it's got like 16 views. They've had it 2.5 years and it's got 16 views. Their lease on their building is up in 6 months. I told them, I said, listen, we don't want to be doing an aggressive marketing campaign in case the building owner does not redo the lease on this. I said what we should do is, rather than focus on the address of the building, let's focus on branding the business, Auto World's Performance. They said, that would be phenomenal. Could you really do that? I said, absolutely. So I said, why don't I just take your video that you already have and see what I can do with it. So this is how long it takes to do something with their video. I downloaded it from their page, Auto World's Performance. Let's do this one right here. Bammo. Now, this is their soundtrack. This is their normal soundtrack. I don't even want to use it. Just because it's welcome to Auto World. If it repeats over and over and over, you only get one. This is how you take one video and you make it into a whole bunch of different videos. This is how I do it. You can also add, you can extend at the end. You can do it, but I just wanted to show you exactly how easy this is. Now, watch this. I got one song that I already put in here. It's a guitar song. Watch this one. It's 2 minutes, 36 seconds. So I'm going to go there, pull it to the end of that track, and I'm going to cut it out. Bammo. I don't even mess with redoing this. I don't know if you guys can hear it or not, but there you go. Just playing. Watch this one, guys. Share to YouTube. Next, I got to put the words in here. Test 1. I keep it private. Finish. This is with whatchamacallit going, GoToWebinar, and you guys know how intensive that is. This is taking Zippo. It's processing, it's rendering it, and it's uploading it to YouTube with GoToWebinar running in the background while I'm speaking to you. Now, there's one video. Watch this. You guys are going to love this one. Bam. Take this to the end. Boom. Cut it. Get rid of this one. Slide this forward. Cut it. Get rid of this one. Boom. There's video number 2. Uploaded to YouTube. You guys will see here in a second what I'm doing. Don't freak out. Don't go, but all I'm doing right now is I'm getting my videos up to YouTube. You guys can do the same thing with the yellow pages, with any of them. You guys could do them all. Here we go. Watch this one. Let's get rid of that one. That was 2 videos. So let me go to the end. Cut. Boom. Cut. Cut. There's 3 videos. Excuse me. And I'm doing this long way in comparison to how Kerry does it. He extends the whatchamacallit on the end of it, on the slider at the beginning, and there's a whole bunch of different things that you can do. What I'm showing you guys is I'm showing you how to take one video, target it to 5 keywords. It's exactly the same video. All I'm doing is I'm changing out the soundtrack. Google can't see. You can do it with slides. You can do it with whatever you want. Doesn't matter. Don't need any words. I don't need anything on here. Here's our last one. 4 videos. I got to cut out 4 different deals here. So it looks like I could almost probably get one more, but I'm not gonna. Actually, you know what? Let's try it. We'll see. That was test 4. You have to put, if you use Camtasia, you've got to have stuff in all fields. Otherwise, it won't. It'll kick it back out. And like I've said, the secret here is keep it on private, so that way I can go to the YouTube account and I can put in the file names, I can put in the title tags, and I can put in everything that I want it to rank for when I go to do it the right way, which I'm going to show you here in just a second. I'm going to do an example one. I'm not going to do all 4. I just wanted to show you how fast you can get 5 videos. So when somebody says, "Oh my God, it just takes forever to do," no, it doesn't. You just watch me make 5 videos, and I'm going to try and get 5 videos out of this, but you just watch me do it. I don't know how long it was, but it wasn't very long. Two, 3, 4. Oh, look at that. 5. I got 5 out of that one. Boop. There we go. 5 videos. That fast. Uploaded to YouTube. Ready to go. TEST5. 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 Now we're gonna go there. I'm gonna let this finish. Now, guys, here's the important part of this. If she said, I want to get found for low-profile tires, truck monster mutter tires. I want to get found for shocks and struts. I want to get found for tune-ups. I have 5 videos that I can optimize for her 5 profit keywords for Goodyear. Bam, it's done. That was 5 videos that fast right there. Done. That's how you fulfill this. There are some tools that make it much, much easier. If you guys go to Auto Repair Kansas City and you click on that video and you take a look at my channels, Above and Beyond Auto Repair channel, use any of those videos. In fact, if you type in video proof of claim, just type in Google search video proof of claim, you will see this right here, VIDEO PROF of CLAIM. Video proof of claim. This is me. Open this thing up. If you guys go through here, you'll see all these. This video sucks. I didn't know how to. This was one of my first ones. I did not know how to use the right aspect ratio. But doesn't matter. Look at my views on this thing. Anyways, all these videos will come up for these keywords. If you type them in, Kansas City, starting and charging system, Kansas City, these will come up on page 1. I made a whole bunch of videos, but most importantly, if you look at, go to the channel, go to videos, go to most popular, this will tell you who's looking at what, how many views there are, how many times they've been viewed. Wow, that's awesome. This one just took #1 spot. This one didn't used to be #1. It used to be this one. But CV boots, that's awesome. Somebody picked this up. Guys, look at my titles. You can see how my title is. Take a look at these things. Copy them in your description. Copy them. Mike's Camera Store. When you look at here, I've got the pipes in there. You want to copy the titles exactly the same way that I have them in here. Check engine light, service engine light. What happens is when somebody goes to search for something, I've got check engine light, I've got service engine light, I've got Auto Repair Kansas City. So you can type in check engine light Kansas City and that video will come up. You can type in service engine light Kansas City, that video will come up. You can type in service engine soon Kansas City, that video will come up. You can put in computer diagnostic Kansas City. By using the pipes and putting the full title all the way across the top of the video, putting in a good description. Now my description on this particular one sucks. You want 5,000 characters here. if you can. You can have 99 characters, you can have 100 characters here, you can have 5,000 characters here, and you can have 500 tags. In the new way that I teach you how to do videos, I teach you how to optimize them to the fullest. But right at this particular second, when I did this one back on June 8, 2011, this was max. And check it out, 6,500 views. That's amazing. And you can see I did not buy these. These are going viral all by themselves. How to diagnose lights and service engine lights and YouTube and on and on and on. This is all natural, guys. I did not, you can tell, I didn't buy it from India. This is all coming from right here. This is powerful. Google keeps sending me emails. Would you please monetize your channel? I don't want to. Am I blowing a bubble? It almost looks like it, doesn't it? Okay. That's that one, guys. I don't want to go too far down that path. Just copy my videos if you want to know how to. If you want to know how to do them, it's not hard at all. Just copy my videos. The 5 magic keywords. Now, I have kept you guys for an hour and 12 minutes on this thing. Have I not given you some terrific information? I mean, I've tried to cram it in. Who still has, like, gray matter not oozing out of their ears yet? Awesome. Guys, I promised you I was going to hand you everything that you need. This is the fulfillment of it. This is license info. How many times have you guys been wondering, well, can I really use the Google images, and can I use the YouTube image videos, and can I do this and can I do that? I found some of the most awesome, the absolute best articles about licensing, and I put them right here in this notepad under cool tools for you guys. This is the Image Creative Commons, and it explains it in a way that you can understand what the hell those things mean. I was just like, that's what it means. It is awesome. And then also the Google Images. This is how to go into Google Images and know whether or not you can use Google Images for your creations or not. Now that you understand the Creative Commons licensing issues and what they want, what they're looking for, what's allowed, what's not, in an understandable format that's plain English, then you'll know what to look for. And there's a shortcut in here that it just blew my mind when I saw it. I was like, oh, this is so awesome, because a lot of times I don't know if I can go to Google Images and use an image or not. Now I do. Those two are right there. Guys, if you're going to make videos, I'm going to tell you right now, get to the point where you don't need a teleprompter. But when you're first starting out, you need a teleprompter, and it helps. This Q prompter right here is by far the best free tool I've ever seen as far as a teleprompter goes. And I'm going to give you guys an assignment. If you want to know more, if you can take 2 hours of your time and go to webuniversity.com, 47 free lessons. It's Dave Kaminsky's. He's put up 47 videos. I learned more in 2 hours about video production, ways to edit videos, and all kinds of. His videos are about 5 minutes a piece. He's got 47 of them. They're 3 to 5 minutes. Some are only 1 or 2 minutes. Guys, when you get done watching all of Dave's videos, you will be a video rock star in comparison to us. This is phenomenal, and it's free. It's his leader into his $500 a month program. But let me tell you this, you do not need it. This is not an affiliate link. These are 100% free. I am not in any way, shape, or form pulling any wool over anybody's eyes. Go to Web University, webvideouniversity.com, 47 lessons. And in the mind map that you guys are going to get here in a little bit, the link's right here. Also, now you know how to do video. This is how to do video. He's got video players. He's got tips and all kinds of tools and just all kinds of stuff in there. Then you know where to get images. And there's royalty-free images all over the internet. If you say, just Google royalty-free images, National Geographic, Wiki, they're all over the place. So I didn't spend a whole bunch of time doing that one. Now, StupFlix. I like StupFlix. This is the Animoto replacement, StupFlix. For $40 a month, it has a creative. You have full commercial usage on it, but you don't necessarily have to have the commercial. You can chop the end of it. Anyways, this is what I've been using. It's wonderful. It's a great tool. It's like Animoto, except it's way better. Then Carrie shared this with me. If you guys want some awesome front preview slides or just Wordle.net. This is a cool, you guys, more and more people are putting it in their slideshows because it looks really, really cool. This is a neat one. And then I know you guys needed some soundtracks, so I gave you Incomtech, the royalty-free index, where you can search for some royalty-free music. He asked for a donation or attribution if you use it, but he also tells you that it is not absolutely necessary. So, with that being said, here's some license info and some other cool tools. With the tools that I've given you right in here, with everything that I've explained throughout here, I have provided you with everything that you need to take your Valpak, pick up the phone, and say, hey, I was looking at your Valpak ad and I noticed some problems. Give me a call tomorrow, let's talk about it. And then once you show them their issues and all that, then you ask them the magic question. What if I was to create a campaign for you, no cost, and put it online, and let's just see what it does? Can I point all the leads to you? Remember, guys, the 3 things that all business owners have issues with: lack of time, lack of profits, and they think lack of customers. But in actuality, it's the wrong customers because they're coupon clippers. They're not high enough profit margins. If you can deliver higher profit customers, that saves them time and increases their profit. And this is what I summarize the rest of my elevator pitch. If you were to utilize the suggestions that I can help you with, I'm pretty confident I'll be able to help save you time, increase your profits, and lower your customer count all at the same time, so that you can have more time with your family. And that works like gold. So, at this point, what I have put together is I have a page. Tomorrow night is the very first workshop for the I don't know if you guys saw the name of the oh gosh, I'm losing it now. Results Marketing 101. I put together a marketing class, and tomorrow night 7 o'clock is class 1. This is beta. I am going to be putting this deeper in depth on the exact titling and all kinds of stuff. I'm going to take, and I'm going to put the link in the chat box there for anybody that wants, that's here tonight. It's $47. When I go live with this thing, it's going to be much, much more. I'm going to throw it, and I'm just going to tell you exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to throw it on the Warrior Forum. I'm going to give it the teaser, $9. I'm going to do a $17 upsell. Then I'm going to do a $27 upsell. Then I'm going to do a $47 upsell. Then I'm going to do a $67 upsell. Then I'm going to do a $97 upsell. Then I'm going to do a $197 upsell. And then I'm going to do a $497 upsell. It's just going to go bam, 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 bam. It's going to keep going and keep going and keep going. I'll find out whenever it peaks out, but the information that what I'm going to do is I'm not going in deep as far as I went tonight. I'm just going to put out the teaser because I could break this up into 3 pieces without losing too many warriors and still have value at $9 to $15 somewhere in there. What I'm offering tonight for you guys is anybody that wants to take advantage of getting in on the $47. You guys are going to be included in the classes as I do the classes, and it's $47. I just put the thing together. I do not have the website all assembled and put together properly yet. I just threw it up because we had class, and I don't know why this is doing this. Here we go. You guys are more than welcome to, but you don't have to. I am taking the offer of $47 down in about, well, it'll be gone tomorrow at 7 o'clock as soon as class starts. Here we go. I'll show you what I threw together. And here's the other side of the coin, guys. Oh, and I promised you guys the mind map. Let me give you the mind map that has all those resources and tools before everybody gets out of here. Copy. I'm going to put that in the resource box down here. Here we go. This is just the outline. If you guys actually go in here, scroll down to the bottom, there's the button. You got 100% guarantee if you don't like what I put together, etc., etc., I'm going to give you a refund. There's no problem on that. What you guys are going to get on this thing is I'm going to take tomorrow night. You got the overview. Tomorrow night, I'm calling Valpaks. You guys are going to give me the Valpaks to call. I'm going to call. You're going to hear me calling live. Once we call live and we have somebody say, yeah, Wes, that would be fantastic. Would you go ahead and please put something like that together? You're going to watch me put it together tomorrow night, beginning to end, to launch it, to title tag it, the whole 9 yards. Another part that you're going to get that you guys did not see yet is Clarence has a title tag tool on those 5 videos that I made. Rather than having to individually title tag each and every one of them with the titles and putting all the pipes and then putting the tags in and then putting in the description and all that, Clarence has made a tool that makes it so phenomenal. I don't want to go into it just because of lack of time. Clarence is actually making some modifications on it. He dropped it into the Dropbox, or he popped into the message, said he's going to have the new one in the Dropbox for tomorrow for you guys, but it's a title tag tool. You guys are going to get the basic version of it that makes it just absolutely easy to do 14 videos at once. Now guys, here's the deal on this thing. I showed you how fast we can do 5 videos from just one. If you take 3 videos, remake them 14 times, and then title tag them with the proper keywords 14 times, that will equate out to approximately about 75 to 120 pages. Page 1 rankings, approximately. Now, let me ask you something here. Remember at the beginning of this, I said be sure and present so much value to the business owner that there's no way they would tell you no. Think about this. If you asked them, hey, what are the 5 keywords that generate the highest profit? And they just go, well, I'm going to try and get you about 10 page 1 listings or so. I'm going to make some videos and stuff. And then you call them up and you go, by the way, I kind of had a little bit more luck than what I was hoping for. I only got you 126 page 1 rankings for your keywords. Do you think there's any way that they are going to ever turn you on? Because no matter which way they look for you, just like on video proof of concept on my account for VIDEO PRO proof of claim, this one here on mine, and I don't know why that thing sits there, but it does. But when I tell them, I say, yeah, if you go ahead and you do auto repair Kansas City, scroll down a little bit, but you can also do auto repair 64118, auto repair Gladstone, Mo. You can do shocks and struts Kansas City, throttle position sensor Kansas City, starting and charging Kansas, starting and charging system Kansas, fuel injection cleaning, fuel injector cleaners Kansas City, clean fuel injection Kansas City, check engine light, service engine lights, and you start rambling these things off. Guys, this is only Google. Now, here's the thing. Under promise, over deliver. If you under promise and then over deliver, even if Google drops off, we only promised 10. If there's 60 sitting there, then you know what? Let me show you what happens. When you make all these different videos and you have all these keywords and all these keyword combinations, and then this thing does this, what happens is then you get to go to the channel, and guys, this is where the gold is. If you type in whatever it is that they're looking for, and you find out what channels have the highest view videos, then go to their channel, go to video, go to most popular. That tells you the keywords that people are looking for on the videos, and add them to your client's videos. Except it's not your client's video, it's your video. It's ingenious. And you can't lose. Who's going to get rid of somebody that's right here? I mean, look at these views. This is just absolutely incredible. 8 months ago. Guys, I just give you an idea. What do we got here? Yellow, Y-E-L-L-O. Yellow Book. I think Yellow Book's one of them here. Carrie, what's Yellow Book's deal?
YP.com. Are you looking for? Oh, well, Yellow Book.
Let's go here. Videos. Let's go back. Let's go back a little while. Oh, here. Let's go to oldest. Oldest. Here we go. What? I want oldest. 3 years ago, 300 views, 308 views, and you know this auto glass is probably paying $1,000 a month for that video. All good plumbing, 583 views. There's some in here that I am willing to bet. There's 3 years with 98 views. Here's 3 years with 67 views. You guys get the gist. You see exactly what I'm talking about. And then there's mine with 6,500. And guys, I did not buy those views. That's just working the way that it's working, the same way that I'm going to teach you guys. I have no reason to enhance anything. Guys, by the way, on these guys here, this Referral steak and seafood, when you have the kind of exposure, by the way, if you guys buy into the program, use me as the exposure. Use my examples. We can call them and say, hey, I noticed that you got a video on Yellow Book, and you're probably paying a lot of money for that. What if I could get you to page 1 for your dinner? Now, I don't want to do this one. Oh, actually, they got weddings. What if I get you to page 1? But they're talking steak and seafood. But I would call them and ask them, say, would you be open to talking to me for $197 a month? Because not only can I get that video to page 1, but I can also get you exposure for a whole bunch of other stuff. And then you've got but there's no urgency or pain in weddings. Well, yeah, there is a lot of pain. Never mind. Scratch that comment, you guys. Don't shoot me for that one. Lots of pain in weddings. Trust me on that one. Here we go. Referral Heating and Air. 291 views in 3 years. This happens to be, nobody can go into air conditioning, by the way, because this is Kerry's specialty. Even though he's been quiet, he's been very, very patient. This is his specialty. By the way, on that, here, 307 views, 3 years, heating and air conditioning. That is crazy, and they're paying $1,500 a month. Guys, there is tons of examples, but you don't have to get carried away. The people right outside your door, the gas station, the grocery store, the dry cleaners, the auto repair shop, the roofer, the plumber, the painter, the electrician, all these guys, the guy who comes over to service the glass, the windshield guy. By the way, heated windshields, Kansas City, another client of mine. Back pain relief, Kansas City, my chiropractor. DUI attorney, 64118, my lawyer. LASIK eye surgery, 64118, my eye doctor. Guys, we've got thousands of examples. So what I'm offering you is a chance to be able to use this stuff to get the ball rolling. Go after 44 people to give you $200. Make yourself a $100,000 a year base income, and then go for the $10,000 a month personal injury attorney. Does that make sense, guys? Awesome. Welcome back, Mike. I saw that you had some audio issues. Good deal. Well, anybody that wants to take me up on the results marketing that is still here, here's the grander scheme of things. You will be part of a marketing research class, and you will be included in, without the upsells and all that, when this goes live, you guys are automatically going to get it all. It's all part of everything. It is not, and I want to make sure that I'm very, very clear on this, this does not gain access to elite coaching. That is the whole separate coaching area. Everybody that is currently in the elite coaching is automatically grandfathered into this program. It's part of what you guys are already paying me for. And guys, I don't want any misconception. I have a coaching program that goes on monthly. That's not what this is all about. This is a whole nother deal. But the people that are in the coaching program get this. I posted it several times. Let's see what we got here. Oh, Troy, if it won't open, it's Xmind. The mind map is Xmind. Xmind is free. Be sure that you have Xmind. It's xmind.net. And Xmind, you can import MindJet. You can import all of them. Carrie, I'm going to be quiet at this point. Is there anything that you kind of want to shed some light on that I may have missed?
I don't think you really missed anything. You know, the whole concept here is it's easy to do, and it's easier to sell, and it's going to get great results for the client, and that's really the long and the short of it.
Yep, and it works. It works phenomenally well. Now, let me, while we're sitting here talking about that, Mike asked, yes, it's PC and Mac, and you do not have to get Xmind Pro, but if you spend the $50 to get the Xmind Pro, you'll be in heaven because it does a whole bunch of really neat stuff, but you don't need to. It actually does more than the $700 MindJet, but it's not necessarily. I use XMind. I use the free XMind, and it works just great. Here are some of the things that are going to be going on. Guys, don't discount webuniversity.com, 47 free lessons. Dave Kaminsky has some awesome tutorials in there. I learned more in that 2 hours watching his videos than I have in the past year scraping all my information off of YouTube about a whole bunch of other stuff. Green screen, he's got green screen in there. He's got Sony Vegas tips. He's got embedded. He's even got a free embedded player that you're welcome to use. It's white labeled. Tells you how to get rid of the YouTube controls and modify them. There's a bunch of stuff in there. I put them. The link is in the mind map. There are some guests, and Carrie didn't talk about this, and I'm not sure why, but there are some things that he is developing and working on that integrate very, very well. Once you get this base system built and you have revenues generating, he has got some stuff that just will expand. It'll take it to the next level. The whole deal is you've got to get your base built first before he can take you to the next level. And I've seen the mind map of what he's got developing, and oh my gosh, you guys, it's if you think this is mind melting, he's got it coming from the complete next level. And then I have another gentleman that we are currently in the process of, and Carrie, I didn't even tell you about this one. For everybody that does not want to talk on the phone, he is currently developing the perfect answering machine script that he is going to generously give us either Friday or Monday. He's going to donate it. He wants you guys to test it. He wants you to use it. He's been using it and testing it, and he says it is just absolutely phenomenal, the results he's been getting back. Now, for everybody that's in my Skype group, you guys have seen it where I say build curiosity. And guys, you guys are here, so I'm just going to tell you. This is what he says. He says when the answer machine comes on, build curiosity. Leaves this type of a message. Hey, this is Wes Harrison, and I happen to see your Valpak coupon, and everything looks good, but I noticed a couple problems. If you would, give me a call. 816-453-8282. Be happy to tell you what I found. Bam, that's it. Don't explain it. Leave it very, very short, except he has even more refined, and so he's putting all that together. And then he's got something that he's working on, and then we have Mr. Palma that has put together some SEO tips. So, guys, there's a whole bunch of stuff that's also, I can't say included, but that this base frame gets built upon that are going to be bonuses. And what I am doing right here, right now, is I'm presenting to you the information, but I'm also telling you that there are going to be little tidbits and surprises along the way. It's the same thing as if you tell the business owner, hey, I'm going to try and get you, 5, 10 page one spots, and then you come back, oh, yeah, well, it kind of worked out a little bit better than I was hoping for. I got you 85 instead of just, 5. Anytime you can under-promise and over-deliver, that takes you to the next level. And do you think that they give you referrals up the wazoo? If there's any doubt in your mind, just try it. You'll be amazed. All right, does anybody have any questions? We're going on an hour and a half, and I told you I was going to keep it at 90 minutes. I gave you guys the mind map. Hit me up, BNI. Awesome, Chris.
Hey, Wes, there's one question I think you ought to answer, and that has to do with what tools does somebody need to have or purchase to make this system work?
Technically, nothing. Camtasia, yes. Camtasia has a free 30-day test drive. That's really about it. I gave you everything else that you're going to need. And I have more. If you guys don't freak out. If you guys pick up this offer and you go into the members area and you see that there's nothing there, I worked from 4 o'clock this morning all the way up until the start of this webinar, putting that together to be able, plus outlining the program and all that stuff. You guys, by tomorrow night, you guys will have a whole bunch more. You're going to have image resources. You're going to have, I'm going to put in the imageries. I have a whole bunch of stuff that's going to be in there. You guys will have everything that you need to put this together, including the title tag tool. The base title tag tool. Now that was supposed to be an additional, in addition to, but I talked Clarence into including it. It will be an upsell on the Warrior Form. It will not be included in the base package. And this tool, guys, it really, I mean, Clarence just is a genius, and he put this thing together. You still have to do your keyword research. You still have to put together your description in a very readable way. Once you have your adjectives put together, once you have your descriptors put together, this thing just takes all of it and assembles it, and then we'll categorize it by county, city, state, zip code, and it'll mix and match it. And then there's some cool stuff like zipcode.com, where you put in your zip code. For example, for my Auto World's Performance at Goodyear and Overland Park, if I want to target the 5-mile radius, I just put in their zip code 66204, tell it 5-mile radius. It will give me all the cities and all the zip codes for a 5-mile radius. I plug those into Clarence's tool. Blammo! I have title tags for all 5 miles, but then I got to make like 40 videos because of all the different zip codes and all that stuff. But that's okay. You saw how fast I made 5, and I own all those. Do you think if I dominate that entire area that I couldn't call King's Auto Repair or Jim's Auto Repair or anybody else if Auto World's Performance ever decided to not use my services? Yeah, Frank, zip code, it's zip-code.com. It's in the members area. It's in the video. Guys, I have a whole bunch of resources that are going to be in there, but I also want to make this very clear. I am not going to put so many resources in there that it becomes overwhelming. I am going to give you the bare essential tools to make this happen. You're going to have one problem, one solution with no more than 3 variables on everything that we're going to do. Dan Hatcher was nice enough to contribute his script. You're going to have that script for the phone. Joe's given us a script for the answering machine. You guys are going to have that. I've given you the script for the elevator pitch. Jeff has refined a couple scripts, so you guys are going to have email scripts. You're going to have what you need without being overwhelmed to get this thing going.
Another question that keeps popping up has to do with the videos and ranking. Do we ever have to put backlinks or anything like that?
I currently do not use any backlinks for anything.
I think the long and the short of that question really is when you optimize the video correctly from the creation and naming the video on your side before you upload to YouTube. If you do that correctly, then you title it correctly, you put the description and the tags in correctly, you do all of that work right, it will get indexed, it will get on page 1, and it will stick.
As long as people are viewing it, it will sit there all day long. Now, if that word is not a high demand word, Google will get rid of it. And that's okay, guys, because you know what that tells us? We don't want that one anyways. Google will help us refine, and our knife will get sharper and sharper and sharper. Now, here's the beauty of it. For the past 6 months, we've been refining this process. There are, I'll bet you, I have no idea, but it's a lot. Alan's asking, will this work globally? Alan, do me a favor. If you happen to be next to a computer and you have Google, type in Tokyo Dentist and tell me what you see. All right, Anthony, welcome.
The answer to Anthony's question about showing correct current video optimization steps, that would be yes. That's what you're going to be showing.
Yes. Yeah, that's the whole, and how to track it. That is exactly right.
Now, there's another question that Paul would like answered, and it has to do with repurposing a yellow page video, and if the client bails out on that, how do we use that for other prospects? And I'm not sure that if you repurpose a yellow page video that you're going to be able to do that.
And you don't want to. That's just the door opener. Hey, I noticed that you have a yellow page video that you're spending over $1,500 a month. What if I was able to get that video on page 1 in less than a week for your highest targeted keyword? Would that be something that you're open to talking about? As a matter of fact, you know what I could do? I can make you an entire video campaign targeting 5 of your highest profitable generating products and services. I'll put all this together. Let's let it sit for 2 weeks and let's just see what it does. Would you be open to exploring that? Because I need somewhere to send all the links anyways when all these people start calling. You walk them right into it. You rank them, you show them. That's exactly correct. Somebody was... Oh, John's bringing up a very good question. Guys, here's something I want to share with you guys. Let me find it. I have... Copy. Here we go. This is an example of the professional voiceover that I have done for the done-for-you campaigns that are going to be part of the equation. On the $47 that you guys are getting into right now, I am going to do at least 3 done-for-you campaigns, probably 10. I'm going to pick 10 of them. I'm going to give you guys the videos. I'm going to give you guys the voiceovers. I'm going to give you the scripts for the voiceovers. I have about 50 of them that are almost done. I'm still assembling it, but I have appliance repair. This voiceover that I just put into the chat box, that is the professional voiceover that's going to go with the appliance repair. That is Don Allen. He did a marvelous job on this. He did all the voiceovers. We have a ton of them. There are other things that will be involved on that, John. So there's going to be some done-for-you campaigns. Definitely there will be a sense of urgency built into the campaigns that I'm going to give you. I'm not going to do wedding cakes or stuff like that. I'm going to give you the keywords that are already researched out for the campaigns that actually are already working. I just want... You guys are getting the deluxe light edition. just so that you guys know.
Will you be recording tomorrow's session?
Yes, for the members, absolutely. I'm only doing this once live. And then you guys are in the beauty. You guys are in the beta. All this stuff, you can ask me any questions where I can interact live. All the other stuff, it's going to be recorded, and they're going to pay for a live upsell. I'm going to sell them a workshop. That's part of the upsells that I was telling you guys that I'm going to do. And I'm not hiding it. I'm telling you quite honestly exactly what I'm going to do. I'm not pulling a marketer's punch where I'm scarcity and all that stuff. I'm recording this one. I'm going to have this one downloaded. You guys are going to get this one tomorrow night, 7 o'clock. That price button comes off. It's going up. And then I'm going to throw it on the Warrior Forum this weekend or Monday. I'm going to, somewhere, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm telling you exactly what's going to happen. I'm going to put the outline for like $9 or $17, I don't know, somewhere in there. And then once you get that, then it's going to be, if you want to come on a webinar where I explain it, it's going to be an upsell. And then if you want to come to the workshop where I show you how, that's going to be an upsell. And then if you want to come to, you know, more, and it's just going to keep, if you want some done-for-you campaigns, it's going to be another upsell. And then if you want me to show you how to do it live, because you guys are going to get it live, and that's I'm going to do one live. But it's just one of those things. I'm going to play the game. You notice I sent it to you guys. You guys are my offline barrier breaker people, and I'm just telling you like it is. You guys have known me since October. I haven't slammed your list with. I have not mailed you guys anything. I have not done anything to you guys. You don't see my name coming up all the time. So I'm just telling you exactly like it is. Frank's saying launch on Tuesday. More buyers not so hungover. Frank, you know what? I'm just throwing it on there just to throw it on there. I'm just curious to see what it'll do. Guys, also be aware, because I don't want anybody going, well, yeah, but you said. The workshops, tomorrow night's workshop, there may be an additional workshop. It depends on how deep in tomorrow, how thorough I'm able to cover everything. So please don't get mad at me if I throw in an extra workshop, complimentary. And if we do that, that will be Friday, because I want you guys to be rocking and rolling on the weekend. Or we may just go an extra hour tomorrow night just to make sure that we have everything done. I'm going to try and shoot for having at least 2 or 3 campaigns from start to finish done tomorrow, so you guys can see that I can teach you how to do it in 2 hours. I mean, if I can show you how to do 3 campaigns in 2 hours, boom. I don't know exactly how. I'm gonna be.
You're gonna be long-winded as usual.
Yeah, but it depends on you guys. If you guys are asking me, if you guys are stuck on videos, I want to spend time on the videos. If you guys are stuck on the title tags, I want to spend time on the title tags. If you guys are it's whatever you guys are stuck on. I know that there's not going to be as many people there as there are here tonight, so it should, in theory, go faster, because not everybody's going to be able to afford the $47. And that's why I wanted to make sure that I gave everybody the tools that they needed. By the way, guys, the zipcodes.com, this little tool right here is indispensable. Don't buy anything. They have all the tools for everything that you want. Just go down into the deal, and it'll tell you. We can look this up. It'll tell you radius search between 0, 5 miles, 20 miles, 30 miles, etc., etc., etc. You just put in your zip code, and it'll do the whole radius with all the cities, with everything, automatically for you. Here, watch. I'll show you. 64. Well, let's do 66204. 66204. This is for Overland Park, Goodyear. Here's all the counties. Here's all the cities. Here's all the zip codes. That fast. Blammo. Indispensable. And guess what, guys? This little tool will also tell you the demographics, how many people, how many postal addresses are per zip code. It will give you, you'll be amazed at all the stuff, all the information that you can find in here. That's how I know that Kansas City has 450,000 residents postal zip codes, is because I found it right in here. Free distance calculator. Let's see here. Zip code finder. I know it's in here somewhere. It'll tell you all the demographics. Just look for it. You'll find it. Bunch of fun stuff. Tools and resources.
Okay, Wes, answer this question one more time.
Okay.
If somebody is a member of the Elite Coaching Program, do they pay $47 to attend this class or not?
They do not have to.
They're free to do so if they wish.
That is correct. I will not stop you from paying, but you do not have to. As long as you're current on the Elite. All right, I don't know where it is. I know that the demographics are in this tool. Guys, play with this tool. This is one of the handiest tools that there are. Everybody's a comedian. There we go. Chris,
everybody in Arizona is.
Yeah. Yeah. Tomorrow night, 7 o'clock. When and if you signed up, it's tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, same as tonight. Tomorrow night, 7 o'clock Central. For the Elite members, I will drop the registration link in the Skype room. That's how you guys, that's the only way I'll be able to give it to you guys. I have not made a registration link for you guys that you can get to without paying. There you go. I'm not going to stop you from paying, but you don't have to. Hey, Anthony, I would actually appreciate your input on, because you're such a fantastic copywriter on my sales page. I threw this together in 5 minutes, and I know it completely sucks, but I mean, when I put this up, it was funny. Diane says, that's the first time I've ever bought anything where it was just a blank page that had lorem ipsum whatever. So, and I told her, I said, it's got the button at the bottom. But all this was all that Latin. There was nothing on here. This is all Latin. So what I was doing is I was just taking and I was throwing stuff in here, and then I'm converting the video at the same time, and I make this, but I need to make a real sales page so that it's actually right. But I had to throw this thing together so at least you guys had something. I want to make sure that I have everything. Oh, guys, I forgot to tell you, there is a new support desk, wesharrison.com/help desk. If for some reason you guys need a support ticket or whatever, copy, there is a help desk right here. I finally figured out how to get it loaded up to my server and actually work and deliver the tickets. And it actually was operator error. I kept overcomplicating the process. If you go to, and this is food for just FYI, anybody, I was trying to do it the hard way. If you go to WordPress, then go to Fantastico, and then you look down the side of it, it has OS Help Desk installation. All you have to do is click the button and it installs it for you. Yeah, so far Tom's asking if I like it. Yeah, so far it's worked out fine.
Okay, we are at 10 minutes till 10, Wes.
Yep. Any questions, guys? Everybody's laughing. Awesome. It looks like I will see you guys tomorrow at 7. Tomorrow at 7. Gave you guys all the tools. Everything's there. Make sure I'm not missing anything. I will see the Elite members in Elite in a little bit. I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get this rolling, as far as get it rendered, so that way the replay will be ready to go. Thank you very much, Don. See you tomorrow, Aaron, Kim. Oh, it's Kim. There's so many different. Kim's asking, what do you mean the deluxe light edition? You guys, I'm piling on so many extra goodies that it's just crazy. It's insane. I can't. I have no idea. I can't tell them all to you because I don't want you overwhelmed. Randy, good to see you. Mark, glad you're here. Awesome. That's funny. All right, Matt, awesome. Glad you're here. Ronette, you're more than welcome. Don's like, Wes doesn't know the meaning of light. All right, guys, I'm going to grab the chat log. I've got this one here. Chat log. We better put this in the proper spot. Otherwise, it'll get lost. Go to meeting. There it is. Go to meeting chat log. No, that's question log. All right. Dan, as soon as you pay, it should have already came to you. If not, hit me up in Skype or email me here. In case anybody has any problems or anything, just write me.
Rick, I thought you were really doing good at 56 videos in 15 minutes.
What?
He meant 6.
Oh, okay. I was like, damn. It beats me. If anybody has any problems with the when you pay, it should take you automatically to the registration page, and so that you can register and get right in. If not, go to just write me and I'll send you the links, or we'll figure it out.
Now, I will tell you, the comment about 56. If once you have the system down, once you know exactly how to make the videos, once you know exactly how to get the descriptions and the title tags and rotate them out,
it's easy.
You can make 100 videos, get them uploaded, and get them on page 1 in a day. And it's really not that hard to do. Ask me how I know.
Yep. Hey Dan, do me a favor. Right in your, before you leave, give me the login information that you want for it, and I'll just go manually do it.
Well, see, Scott, it's like this. I've done it.
Oh, somebody caught that. It's Wesley. Yeah, I have two. Wesley J Harrison at gmail.com. There you go. At gmail.com. All right. And what do you got it? Okay, there we go, Dan. That's what I needed right there. Whoops. Slow down. Let me get this one here. There we go. Dan, copy. Copy. Whoops.
Max, the business owners do not have to have a video. That's the reason for our existence.
No, it's if they have one, it's just another way to open the door. That's all.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if typically if they have a yellow book video or they have a yellow page video, they have paid at least $1,700 as part of their package to have that video created. You know, Yellow Book has come out with some quote-unquote professional videographer. They've done an interview-style video, and it's all high definition. It looks great. They make it, and then they stuff it into that YouTube channel over there that Yellow Book owns or that YP.com owns, and nobody ever sees that thing again. So what we are saying is that you can go to that Yellow Book video and tell that business owner, hey, look, you've had this video for 3 years. You got 6 views on it. I can put it on page 1 for you. Does that sound like something you'd be interested in?
That is exactly it right there.
And by the way, I can also do an entire campaign for you. And it's just a way to talk about that business. They have a video. They've experienced videos. And they haven't had much success with it. And the reason is because the yellows don't know how to do anything correctly anymore. At one point in time, they were the only game in town, and they never learned how to do anything else. And they're still selling everything else, but they really do not know how to do it. Yeah, Gary, it is legal because in most cases, the contract that they sign with the yellows gives the business owner the full use and right to do whatever they want with that video. They can put it on their website. They can do whatever they want with it. And
with pen and crop, you can cut the little yellow water stamp, the Yellow Book water stamp that's down in the lower right-hand corner. You can cut that right on out. How do I know? Did it.
Well, you can't be copying me now.
Now, come on. I invented that one. You were copying me. Hey, Dan, I just sent you the link, by the way. If you, so that way you've got that. You can just go. You can go straight to that one, guys. On this 47, it's not a recurring thing. So if anybody else has any other problems, I have the link that will take you right to the registration page now, and it's done. Oh, good. Dan says he's already in. So if anybody else got in there and then had a problem, just let me know. I'll give you the link. And we've got 1 minute, 27 seconds to go, and this will be a wrap. I'm going to get this rendered for the, I'll get this rendered, and I will get this thing, I'll get the replay out. I don't think I disclosed anything confidential. I'm pretty sure I didn't.
You said my name out loud.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Well, all right, tomorrow night we got to do this again. All right, guys. I am going to go ahead and get this wrapped up. We've got everything done. It doesn't look like anybody else has any other things. I've got to. I have to say. At this point, I want to give a huge appreciation to Mr. Carey. Thank you so very, very much.
You're welcome.
I appreciated your support and your help and your insights. And everybody that's here that picked this up, I will see you tomorrow. As you guys go into and out of the members area, refresh your browsers because I will be adding a ton of materials over the next 12, 16 hours or so. So if you go in there and it doesn't look like it changed, hit refresh because it will have changed. I promise. I'm going to put tons of stuff in there to get you guys going. And with that, I'm going to say goodnight and thank you, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Night, John Boy. Night, Elizabeth. Good night, everybody.
The organizer has ended the session, and this call will be disconnected. Goodbye.